Good day. Here is our news highlights from the United States on legal and political developments. Greenpeace ordered to pay damages. A North Dakota jury has ruled that Greenpeace must pay hundreds of millions of dollars to Energy Transfer Partners. The environmental group was found liable for defamation and other claims related to protests against the Dakota Access Pipeline nearly a decade ago. Trump's actions criticized. Former conservative federal judge J. Michael Luttig has stated that President Trump has declared war on the rule of law in America, suggesting the country is entering a constitutional crisis due to the president's defiance of court's order concerning deportation. Disability guidelines removed. The Department of Justice has eliminated 11 guidelines for U.S. businesses on compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, including those related to COVID-19 and masking. This action follows executive orders from the President Trump. On the education side, Harvard's tuition initiative. Harvard University announced that it will offer free tuition to all students from families earning $200,000 or less per year. This move means approximately 86% of American families will qualify for free education at the institution. Next is on immigration and deportation side. Mass deportations executed. The U.S. has deported over 200 alleged Venezuelan gang members to El Salvador, despite a federal judge's temporary suspension of the expulsion order. This action is part of the Trump administration's broader immigration enforcement strategy. Canadian citizen detained. A Canadian woman reported being detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE for 2 weeks without explanation, describing the experience as feeling like she had been kidnapped. On international relations news, Statue of Liberty dispute. French politician Raphael Glucksmann has demanded the return of the Statue of Liberty from the U.S., accusing the country of betraying values such as scientific freedom and aligning with tyrants. The White House has dismissed the request. Panama Canal tensions. President Trump has ordered the U.S. military to drop plans for reclaiming the Panama Canal, citing concerns over China's growing influence in the region. The specifics of this plan remain unclear. Highlight news from the Philippines. On political development side, former President Duterte's ICC arrest. Former President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested upon his return from Hong Kong based on an International Criminal Court (ICC) warrant alleging crimes against humanity during his anti-drug campaign. He appeared via video link at the ICC in The Hague, marking a significant moment in international justice. Duterte's defense claims his arrest was politically motivated. Senate investigation into Duterte's arrest. The Philippine Senate, led by Senator Amy Marcos, has launched an investigation into Duterte's arrest, reflecting the political complexities surrounding the case. On international relations, expansion of the Quad Alliance. The Philippines and its allies are considering expanding the Quad Alliance to include India and South Korea. This strategic move aims to counter China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. Currently, the alliance comprises Australia, Japan, the Philippines, and the United States, conducting joint maritime activities in the Philippines Exclusive Economic Zone since last year. In Spain, severe weather and floodings. Heavy rains and evacuations. Spain is experiencing its third consecutive week of heavy rainfall, leading to flash floods, particularly in the southern region of Andalusia. These conditions have resulted in at least one fatality, with a couple reported missing, and prompted the evacuation of hundreds of residents due to overflowing rivers and dams. Migration and social fallacies. The relocation of unaccompanied minors. The Spanish government has approved a measure to redistribute thousands of unaccompanied migrant minors from the overcrowded Canary Islands to other regions across the country. This decision aims to alleviate pressure on the archipelago's reception centers, which are currently sheltering over 5,000 minors, primarily from West Africa. The reform considers each region's population, income, and unemployment rates to determine the number of children they will receive.